Hello, guys. Welcome back. They have received your new year in a good way because over here in New York City, we have received a lot of chaos lately, and I just wanted to come here to talk to you guys about it. Do you know? Listen, congestion prices are rising and they are getting here soon. So basically, for you to be in 60th Street and downtown, you will have to pay $9 depending on the size of your truck. So be mindful that congestion prices will be higher than we want them to be for us to be moving around Manhattan, which forces New Yorkers to take on the MTA. But the MTA is not a very safe option lately. Have you guys seen the immigrant who lit a passenger on fire on the train while she was sleeping and riding her train to her destination? Imagine just taking a quick second to close your eyes and you can't trust anything anymore because there are people who are either drunk, drugged, or suffering from a horrible mental illness that are just wandering around the streets, and they take shelter in the MTA because I believe that the infrastructure of the MTA is more accessible for them to do their deeds, and nobody actually does a lot for them. They don't really have any stop. So now it's coming to a point where citizens don't feel safe riding the train. They don't feel safe literally leaving their cars parked because crime has increased tremendously in New York City the past year. So I'm looking forward better things for this 2025. But looking around, it's been a lot of turbulences, a lot of bombs, a lot of chaos. I wanted to talk about what happened at the shooting in Queens, guys. According to what I've read online, it was a memorial for a teenager who had passed away previously in 2024. And then they've reunited themselves in a venue, a private venue next to a club. And as they were going there, the shooters just basically decided to go at them. 10 people were wounded on Wednesday night in this memorial. It was outside a venue in Jamaica, Queens, guys. Jamaica, Queens. I'm sorry about everyone who was there and around. It must have been traumatizing. Um, I remember in February of 2024, I experienced a shooting in the MTA 4 train line by the hands of young kids who seemed like they were gang members. I still cringe every time I have to take the train, any train, because you encounter people who are mentally ill, who are intoxicated with drugs and alcohol, and they may either hurt you or brutally assault you or just stare you down, making you feel uncomfortable. And honestly, there's not a lot of cops around to stop that. And that makes me feel helpless. And I'm sure that a lot of New Yorkers are feeling hella helpless at this point with this congestion prices going up. On one side, you can't drive your car like you used to, and or as many times as you could to get around the city. You know, at some point we need to get around the city out here, and we cannot rely always on the MTA. Even though that the MTA can take us there, it could be faster. There's no traffic. I understand everything that's taking place, and the reason why the congestion prices is a thing is just to diminish overpopulation on the streets. But how are we going to do that when the MTA, the only public transportation system, is disgusting, is unsafe, and is actually going to $3 soon? So you will have to pay a little more to put your life at risk. Yes, that's what's going on. In between all the things, those things are great for me to talk about, guys, because we need to start getting ready to live life in different ways. We cannot rely on the foundations that we used to trust to in the past. Okay. What happened in Las Vegas was crazy. I feel like that Cybertruck parked outside the valet parking in Trump Tower is a major statement. Is such a major statement, guys. I need you guys to let me know what you think, because it's being said that the person who did it was having issues in his personal life with his wife. So this is what I found out, sweetie, because I gotta tell you the details so you cannot read right now. The man shot himself prior to the explosion. Probably he put all the fireworks and all the things inside the Cybertruck. And while or prior to the major explosion, he shot himself on the head, unfortunately. Why did he do that? We have a lot of questions. Is it a way to um, make people feel fear towards the premises of Trump Tower, or is it to install doubt and fear on the Cybertruck Tesla product? I still don't know, but the media is saying that this man was an active army soldier. He injured 7 people, but they still alive. He killed himself before the explosion inside the car. His name was Matthew Levensberg, and he was 37 years old. He had a toxic relationship with his previous wife, Sarah. Then he divorced and remarried another woman called Jennifer Davis. And this is where the tea is at, sweetie. Jennifer and Matthew were having an argument because of infidelity. So he was actually cheating out here, or she was cheating out there. And they basically separated prior to this horrible explosion that happened outside the Trump Tower. So the media wants to frame this in another way, but it's impossible to ignore the political message sent here. It's not a coincidence that Trump has been getting hit prior to winning, after winning, and even now. I feel like that could be connected to change the media and its perception towards the not the reliability, but yes, how can we rely on these Tesla products? I believe that the car was a symbol as well, given that Elon Musk and Trump right now are besties. Yes, they are besties. We can see them having a party New Year's Eve by the side to side. They dance together. They go out and eat together. They tweet each other. They've been together even since before Trump has won. So now they are trying to work together in the White House. Let's see how their relationship is going to unfold and what's the agenda behind this relationship. I feel like they could make a powerful team. He funded Donald Trump's campaign, some of it. So I'm sure Donald Trump owes him a lot of favors. And I feel like this guy, Matthew, who shot himself, now nobody can talk on his behalf other than the wife, Jennifer Davis, who had left him because he was being unloyal out there. The guy had a lot of personal issues. He had a lot of knowledge on his hands and his mind. And he actually did this, who knows why. But in the public's eye, this is going to settle as an attack against Trump, the brand of Donald Trump, and the brand of Elon Musk, who is behind Tesla Cybertrucks. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I hope that you have enjoyed this session with me, and comment below. Subscribe to my channel, give it a like, but you know what? Give it. Okay? See you on the next one.